finna get juicy. Big disciple, not bad and bougie.
Mario.
You're scaring them off, so make like a bakery truck and haul buns.
You got a loose straight there. Let me just...
Ooh. And on that note, we back at it again. Life lessons of Steve and the beautiful Laura. And what is the life lesson here? Don't let a guy that got a crush on you, adjust your attire before you go out on another date. You know what I'm saying? They might have some different intentions there. Let's get it. Get him, Laura.
I'm just staying here for your date.
She can't go now. She can't go. She can't go now.
Good idea. I think I should leave.
Yeah. She can't go now. She can't. She can't even go. Just messed up.
Bring forth the academic onslaught.
Academic onslaught.
Okay.
Again, I'm just gonna point out who he's studying with, though. But Myra is so much smarter than Laura. Okay, but he's studying with Laura, though. Take it as you will.
Okay, we're gonna start out with the periodic table of elements.
Ooh, my face.
His face.
Shoot.
Shoot.
What's the atomic weight of scandium?
44.956.
Titanium.
47.89.
Steve, that sounds like somebody's phone number. Maybe he just gave everybody Myra's phone number. That sounds like a phone number right there.
Close. It's 0.88.
Stupid.
Oh. Concussed.
No, how could I not know that?
Get easy. You're a straight A student. You're the smartest kid in school.
No big deal. This country is lousy with geniuses. I have to be the smartest of the smartest. Why, you can't get into an omelet like MIT without breaking a few eggheads.
Steve, I've never seen you like this.
And people just ignore the stuff that Laura says to Steve. You're the smartest kid in school. Now just watch how that little thing that Laura says and the support she's showing him now. Watch how he reacts. This is what I'm talking about when I said Myra fulfills certain things with Steve and it's polka dancing and eating weird food. But Laura is the real. Like when it comes to life and situations and, help and needing help and being frustrated with yourself and down on yourself, this is where Laura Winslow comes in.
It's just that I wanted to go to MIT ever since I was in diapers. My first word was Massachusetts.
Well, then let's just get to work.
All right, you line them up and I'll knock them down.
All right. What's the maximum voltage of an electric Amazonian eel?
650 volts. Come on, challenge me.
Now, do you see? Do you see what I'm saying? Now he's going from I can't do it to now he's like, come on, challenge me. This is the same stuff she was just giving him. So do you see the Laura Winslow effect on this man's heart? And not just his heart, but his mind. The confidence that he has now. And it's because Laura just spoke life into him.
Okay. Who discovered hypergenetic parabolic transmutations?
Echo von Elinek. She was 42 at the time. She drove a Buick and she had 3 sons.
Look at
Michael Jr., Skippy, and Robert.
Look at him.
Michael Jr. was quite a ladies' man.
There you go.
I'll unlock the genetic code that made Einstein a genius. Then I'll whip up an Albert elixir and become the smartest dude on earth.
Hello.
Hello.
You're already one of the smartest kids on earth. Just be yourself.
You know what Laura's saying to Steve right now? You're good enough. You're smart enough. You're wise enough. Boy, you got what it takes. Just be yourself. Like, do you know how deep that is? Just be yourself. Laura is telling Steve right now, for all y'all that want to lie on her all the time, she's telling Steve right now to his face, you're enough.
I got one shot at MIT and I'm not blowing it. And after I'm in, I have the rest of my life to be myself.
Are you okay?
When somebody like Laura comes around and she's speaking truth and she's speaking life and she's encouraging you.
I'm trying to get your confidence in, but your mind is too crowded. I'm trying to get your identity in, but your mind is too crowded.
Because he has been hanging around Myra more than he has Laura.
Give it to me, I'm gonna rip it off your back.
I don't think so.
Oh, I know so.
Laura.
I said give it
Oh, I love how Laura pushed her out. See, this is why I say you will never find another woman on TV like Laura Winslow. She got brains, beauty, and that smoke. Oh, you want the smoke? Look at Steve. Check to the garbage can. You should check there.
Oh, I'm fine. They arrested Tony last night.
Yeah, but I heard she got out on bail. But don't worry, I'll secure the area.
Steve Urkel will secure the area. I think Steve liking a little of the body contact right now. I see what you're doing there, Steve. Contact sport right now. Contact. Yeah.
All right. It's all clear. I spoke too soon.
You going somewhere, princess?
She sure is. She's coming home, girly girl.
I don't think so.
You got my homegirl busted. And she deserved it. She stole my jacket.
That's telling them, baby case. Now, aren't you ladies going to be late for charm school?
Ooh. Steve throwing out the insults. I love it.
Buzz off, you ugly little slug.
Oh, jeez.
But she
Dang.
said that like she meant it.
No, she meant that. She meant that.
Now, your face should be registered as a lethal weapon.
Oh, get her back, Steve. Get her back, Steve.
Who talking?
She through
You
talking.
better watch your back.
Well, I'm the one who watches her back.
Or he's really put his life on the line to defend hers. Now, we got to remember that the whole situation happened before where he didn't think he was adequate enough to protect her. And here he goes again in this situation. It's so beautiful.
Please fist the fire.
Look at even how Laura's looking at. Look at that. I don't even think he would have scared Laura.
Watch out. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Come on, Steve, let's go.
Yeah, we don't have to hang around these hoodlets.
But
Listen, you better not testify against me or you'll be seeing us again.
it just got real.
Steve,
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, what's the skinny bobster?
about Laura's little problem.
What problem?
Tony and her friends, they're coming down on you. And you are not going to be safe unless you're packing.
Yeah, he talking about packing. You know, come on, man. This is Laura Winslow, but he getting real hood and street right now.
Packing?
Right.
She's not going anywhere.
Exactly, Steve. Exactly.
Come with me to Bobby's Stop and Shop.
Exactly, Steve. Packing, she ain't going nowhere. She don't need to be packing nothing.
Oh my God, those are guns.
If you don't see anything that you like, you tell me what you want, and I'll get it. And for a good price.
Oh wait, Bob. No way in Hades is Laura Winslow gonna pack a pickle. Why? You can't possibly be interested.
I'm just looking.
Can you just imagine, you know, that you're going through this situation, you get a pow pulled on you, you know, you feel like you're not safe anywhere. You're considering things now that you would have never thought about before. You know, and this is the beauty about Steve, where Steve is here to remind her of who she is, of what she represents.
Gun pulled on you. You
Right.
need to protect yourself.
Ooh.
She's got me.
There you go.
You need to protect yourself. Laura, you need a lightweight gun, something that will fit in your purse. You want to hold it?
How much is it?
Oh, Laura, you can't do this.
Talk to her, Steve. Again, just pointing this out. Can you imagine if Laura ran into this dude and Steve isn't there? So we look at it a lot of times and people think Laura ain't paying no attention to Steve. She is. Because I think if Steve was not there, I don't think Laura would have hesitated. Kind of did it, you know, on a sneak tip. But because Steve's there, Steve is making her think.
Is one of the most level-headed kids I know.
Mature.
I can't believe she was thinking about buying a gun.
Imagine how frightened she had to be to even consider it.
Exactly. I just love thoughtful parents like this.
Plane ticket, sightseeing, the bright lights of Omaha, baby.
Say that, Steve.
Steve, did you come to say goodbye?
Yes.
Then say it and go.
Say it and go.
Laura, it's not just you that's going to Omaha. Why, you're taking the heart and soul and hopes and dreams of every muskrat past and present.
Well, I'll do my best.
Now he's being her cheerleader. And again, you know, what is the life lesson? The biggest life lesson you will ever learn from Steve and Laura is friendship, right? And you're still seeing it on display right here. I just love it.
And here, what do you doing here?
I thought I'd help Laura with her luggage.
Oh.
Now, what if your girlfriend, Heather? Maybe you were helping Laura with her luggage.
Oh, Heather and I broke up. It's over.
So wait a minute. So this luggage thing is just a fiddly deal that Kim Lock lips with Laura.
Of course.
Here, Steve, you're going steady with Myra.
Well, true. But just because Myra is wearing my science club pin doesn't mean I'm gonna strap on a parachute and bail out on a friend.
So I love what this guy is saying right here. Steve just said it. Well, she got my size clump. I told you that wasn't going to change nothing. It wasn't going to change not a thing. Steve was like, I may be dating Myra, but my heart is here. And I got to try to protect what's mine.
You got everything?
Well, if you'll take my 2 bags, I can carry my makeup case.
You want makeup, Laura?
Sometimes.
You don't need to.
Ooh. Steve, don't hate. You can actually learn a thing or two, buddy. You can learn a thing or two. That was kind of smooth from the pretty boy right there. I like it. Stop hating, Steve.
Hey, guys, got here in time.
Steve, I'm just here for cheerleading. This has nothing to do with romance.
Oh, please. I can hear your hormones are bubbling from over here. Come on, we're going home right now. Okay, I see you want to think about it.
Steve, get in the weight room. Steve, get in the weight room. What I'm saying?
What's going on in here? What are you doing here? Come on, you.
Keep yourself here. Your wedding night will mean more.
Woo! What did Steve say? Let's bring it back.
Keep yourself here. Your wedding night will mean more.
Steve said, keep yourself pure. Because she's already pure. As much as Myra tries to make it look like Laura's something that she isn't. Keep yourself pure. Your marriage night will mean more. That is deep. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, people don't see this. Steve is talking about Laura completely. All this right here, Steve has been plotting and planning, okay? For a very long time.
It's a necklace. I was gonna give it to you on our wedding night, but it looks like I'll be dead.
Step 1. ID bracelet.
Right. Yeah.
Step 2. Proposal.
Proposal.
Step 3. Wedding.
Wedding, yep.
Step 4. Wedding night.
Wedding night. You see what I'm saying, Steve? Woo! Boy, you're supposed to be excited like this if you do it the right way. This is how you're supposed to be. Especially with the woman of your dreams.
Said I was special. Made me trust him. But he would just lie so he could get what he wanted.
I know. But you know, Laura, someday you're gonna meet the right guy. And he'll make you feel special too.
Really good that Laura is learning, even though this is pain, right? It's really good that Laura is learning this so young, learning, you know, what guys will say to you to get what they want to get. And the reason why I think this is so evident to Laura so young, guys, is because Steve treats her literally the complete opposite. He's willing to wait till what? The wedding night.
He'll really love you and you'll really love him. And then you know what will happen?
We'll have sex.
No!
Never gets old.
You get married!
Yeah.
Oh, well, sure. That goes without saying.
You see what I'm saying? We just gotta pay attention to this. And Steve is not in this moment, but he knows that this is how she's being raised.
Well, say it! I like to hear those words. I'm your mother.
We'll get married first.
We'll get married first.
Thank you.
So powerful. All right.
Hi, Steven.
Myra, this is the boys' locker room.
I know. I can think of a better way to use our lips.
Look at this. The difference between Myra and Laura again. The difference between Myra and Laura. Come on, man.
Because for many of us, our problem is we're trying to make wrong people love us right.
Well, the thing is, Myra's made it quite clear that, well, she liked to do the wiggle, wiggle, wing, bing. I'm just as anxious as the next guy. But I want to wait. I want my wedding night to be special.
Right.
My advice to you is be true to yourself. Now, if Mara can't support that, she is just not the right girl for you.
Just like you saw with Laura told mommy, told mama, OG Harriet, I'll wait until marriage, right? What is Steve telling her right now? Your wedding night will mean more. I mean, and Steve, look, this is what I love about it too. He didn't say, you're in marriage, it will mean more. Just think about this. Marriage, it'll mean more. He talking about the wedding night. You just need to hold, you know what I'm saying?
What is?
Us being alone. I mean, we've never actually been alone. We're always on the bus or at practice or with the other kids.
What do you need to be alone for, bro?
You're right. This is kind of nice.
You know, Laura.
Steve trying to protect what he feels is his, y'all. He trying to protect Laura's precious for himself. Okay? This boy.
Okay.
Yep. Steve. Drop those lips.
Steve.
Drop those lips.
I'll save you.
What?
Overzealous Bill House just...
You were spying on me.
Well, thank goodness somebody was. Look what's going on here.
Laura was just helping me.
Oh, really? Well, it looked more like you were helping yourself.
So he was helping himself to some Laura. That's what he was trying to do.
Goodbye, Steve.
But before I leave, I want to give you something to think about. There are two people sitting by the fireplace in Chicago, and you know who they are. Big Guy and Mrs. Big Guy. Oh, you remember them, don't you?
Yes, but
Now, the only reason why they let you come on this trip is because they trust you, Laura.
Again, let's ask the question. Why do you think Steve is doing all this? Why do you think he's doing all this? He got Myra. Why do you think he's doing all this? Because he wants Laura to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like he's right. He wants Laura to hold herself and remain pure like he is.
I forgot something.
What's that?
My parents trust me. And when they ask me what I did this weekend, I don't want to have to lie.
I've done anything.
And I want to keep it that way. Look, Gary.
Switch up.
I really like you. But we're alone in a hotel room.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should take this thing a little slower.
Now remember when Laura's in the hotel room with Steve? Love the growth here with Laura. Laura understands Steve being in a hotel room with me is very different than this guy. I love it.
I think that's a good idea.
Laura Winslow, there's a party tonight, and I'd be honored if you meet me there.
Why don't you walk me there?
Deal.
Steve got through to her. Steve, she's still ready for you. She's still chaste. Everything's intact. Realize they always say this, and I didn't realize until I studied more. Myra is really more like Stefan than she actually is Steve. What Steve and Myra have in common is they like to go polka and eat strange foods and they like bugs. You know what I'm saying? But her personality is more like Stefan, where they talk to you like you're on some type of cloud. And what they're really doing is they're babying you. They're talking to you like you can't comprehend regular words, right? And so when Laura is coming right now, the woman that he's actually called to, and she's coming with these regular words, Steve don't hear it because he has surrounded himself around somebody that really talks to him like he's on a cloud, like he doesn't understand. The difference between Myra and Laura is Myra speaks good about Steve or good on Steve. The difference is Laura speaks truth to Steve. Truth. Do you know the difference? There's a difference. In other words, Myra gasses Steve up. You know what I'm saying? She gasses him up. And Laura speaks truth. Gas, like anything, you know what I'm saying, it's going to run out. But truth will stand and it builds character. We have to be really careful about that thing. That's why these things matter, and who you surround yourself around, who you allow to speak into your life, that stuff matters. Because the real thing could be right in front of you, but you're playing with the counterfeit. And because you've been around the counterfeit, could this really be that Steve is in a place where he's more insecure than he's ever been because he's not with a woman like Laura, where he's been by her side every day, telling him truth, giving him truth, encouraging him. He's been being gassed up. by Myra. And this is what people got to understand. You being gassed up does not help you. That eventually leak out. And then what do you have? But when you can hold on the truth, when you can, if Steve would realize right now, he would be like, man, I know Laura's telling me the truth because she don't talk to me like she on some cloud. But because Steve has been surrounded around Myra so much, sometimes a truth sounds like a lie, or sometimes the truth sounds just like ordinary words. That's why we got to pay attention to that stuff. And look, the other thing I want to encourage people in is if you want to do the right thing and do things God's way, like Steve and like Laura's being taught, and wait until marriage, it is okay to do that. Don't think less of yourself. Don't let other people think less of yourself, because that's our cricket culture, is that you think that going and doing more brings more value. And we don't realize that actually going and doing less is what brings more value. So, and don't ever let anybody tell you or make you feel different or bad or wrong or weird because you want to actually do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to encourage people in that. Doing it God's way, you will never lose.
The woman else says, oh, but we love each other. We love each other. We're going to get married one day. And what you do not realize is you play like you practice. Hear me. Let's just have a little bit of fun. When you're living together, sleeping together, and not married, you're training each other to be attracted to what they're not allowed to have. So now you get married, but you've trained me to want what I'm not allowed to have. I'm now allowed to have you, which means I don't want you anymore. And then I run after what I'm not allowed to have. And hear me, cheating, there is no excuse. It is not of God. It's not acceptable. But at least 10% is your fault. Because you train them to like what they're not allowed to have. And then you get mad when they go after.
But yeah, man, love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.